Hey guys, I hope you're doing well and welcome back to my channel. So somehow it is already that time of the year. It is December, Christmas is very fast approaching and I'm a little bit stressed about it, but it's okay. And I thought I would do my kind of like, I think I've done this for the past couple of years, like my yearly roundup of all the video games that I have bought, and this is basically exclusively Switch games. That is my main console of choice, and sadly 3DS games are no longer being made, so I have a massive pile of Switch games that I have purchased or been gifted this year kindly by friends or family. And yeah, I just thought I'd give you an insight as to the games I've been playing all year round. I'm not going to really go in any particular order, so I'm just going to grab the first one off the pile here. And that is we're off to great stuff. Parfois Fated Memories. I really hope I said that right. Trust me, if Stephen watches this, he'll probably comment telling me I pronounced it wrong, so I'm really sorry if I did. Yep, this was one of the first games I actually got at the beginning of this year. I believe I got it for my birthday. That's really bad. I should probably remember that, but I mean, my birthday was practically a year ago now. Yeah, so I got this yeah, in January, just after it came, and it's been really nice because there have been lots of visual novels coming to Switch. My personal favourite is Collar X Malice, so if you haven't played that, I highly recommend it. But yeah, this was another one that I got. I have not finished it. I have played quite a bit of it, and for the most part I am enjoying it. I have to say, like, just compared to other visual novel games I've played, it's not my favourite, but the plot is pretty interesting, and it's about like kind of like being in a world of organised crime but with a lot of cute boys. So if you like that sort of stuff, or if you're into your detective things like I am, then you would enjoy this. Off the same theme, we have Cafe Enchante, which I think I also received for my birthday from a friend. Again, this is really sweet. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if you love the visual novel sort of genre, there aren't really too many that you can go wrong with. I haven't really come across one that I dislike such and such. This one of course is about owning a cafe, and it's a bit more of a fantasy style one, so if you like your fantasy stuff, then I recommend this one. I really need to play more of this one, but yeah, just too many games to play and not enough time, so yes, I might make that a little thing to do over the Christmas period. Next we have an old favourite of mine that has returned to Switch, and a friend kindly gifted this to me when I was in hospital, and it is Leighton's Mystery Journal, and this is Catrell and the Millionaire's Conspiracy. Now this is the deluxe edition for Switch. I think I've talked about this before because I have it for 3DS and I love it. Like, if you've been following me for a few years, you'll know that I love the Professor Layton series, and I was really happy that they were going to bring out like even another like spin-off game. So yeah, I personally I've played this a lot. I've completed it on the DS, on the 3DS, so it's really nice to be able to actually replay it on the Switch, and it was a really fun game to have whilst I was in hospital, as I could just kind of like pick it up and play it when I wanted to. Yeah, again, this is basically a detective game, so if you like that, if you love your puzzles and you've not played a Leighton game, then I would recommend to go and play the Leighton games first, but this is definitely worth picking up, and it's even nicer that it's on Switch now, as they've added more puzzles, and I think they're doing like the kind of like everyday like there's like downloadable puzzles and stuff. Up next we have good old WarioWare. I was so excited to see that a WarioWare game is finally coming to Switch, because like I love this series so much. I think it's very underrated. Me and my brother both love this. We both played it a lot when we were growing up, and yeah, it's just really cool that it's finally on Switch. I've loved every other game in the series, and yeah, it was about time that it came to Switch, and I personally think that I was not worried, but obviously it's a kind of game, it's been done many times before, and it's always, you know, it's got the same theme to it where it's a bunch of mini games in a game, and you could probably think, well, how many times can they do that without it becoming dull? And they somehow managed to nail that. There was like a story mode in it, and there's like, this game doesn't just have Wario in it, there's a lot of other characters in the WarioWare universe, and I really like how they introduced each character slowly, so it didn't become overwhelming, because every kind of character has like different mechanics and play the games in different ways. So yeah, that was really nice. There's lots of different modes in it. There's like hundreds of new actual mini games, and yeah, this is just a great all-round fun game to play on yourself, by yourself, or with your friends. So yeah, if that is what you need, then go and buy WarioWare. Up next we have new Pokemon Snap. This came out all the way back in April now. Oh my god, I just cannot believe how quickly this year has gone, and my god, this was so fun. I need to actually pick this up and play it a bit more, because I believe, yeah, they released some DLC, but I didn't really manage to play it because it was around like when I was going into hospital and stuff, so that kind of period was a bit blank because I wasn't really like feeling up to playing games and stuff. So I've not actually played the DLC, but from what I've heard, it's really fun. And yeah, honestly, you just can't go wrong with this game. Like, if you love Pokemon, if you love cute games, like if you just need something to cheer you up, then like Pokemon Snap is a game for you. Two other Switch games that I picked up this year are both in the sort of Atlas world. Now, we all know that we want Persona 5 to come to Switch, and sadly, I think that boat is slowly going into the far distance and it's never going to happen. But they have released a few games this year, first being Persona 5 Strikers, which is not my typical genre of game, as it's like a Dynasty Warrior style game, but I was like, heck, it's Persona 5, it's P5, like I've got to get it. And from what I've played of it, I've not completed it yet, it's really good. Like visually, it's just like P5, which is what I love. Like the holes, it's so stylized, like yeah, if you play Persona games, you'll know exactly what I mean. So I really like that it's all in the style of P5, even though it's not strictly like Persona 5 like JRPG, there's still, you know, all the elements that make it like that, but in the kind of like Dynasty Warrior style game. Like the different sort of areas and worlds in it are really well designed. It's not complicated to pick up, but I'm not really used to that genre and style of gameplay, so it took me a little while to get used to it, but it's not too hard to get into once you do. And like, yeah, I mean, if you're into Persona and stuff like that, then I don't see why you wouldn't like this. Yeah, and maybe we will see P5 on the Switch next year if we live in some magical world where dreams come true. And another Atlas game that I picked up was Shin Megami Tensei 3. This is the Nocturne Remaster Edition. They have also released 5, which came out on Switch last month, which I haven't gotten yet just because there are other games that I was playing on, and I was like, there is no point in me buying that yet. I haven't finished this either, unfortunately. This kind of game requires a lot of commitment, and they're actually quite hard. I've heard that Shin Megami Tensei 5 is quite hard, so I've been slightly put off, but I do really want to get around to actually finishing this, because from what I have played when I was playing it in hospital, it's actually really good, and it's really cool. And if you're not familiar with the Shin Megami Tensei series, then it's kind of like Persona, but not. It's got elements of it, but it's not Persona, so don't think of this as Persona, if that makes sense. I purely just wanted to try it out because, yeah, I thought, considering my interests, I probably would like it, and I do. Yeah, it's just a bit different. It's quite dark. The world, it's very dark. I will warn you. I personally don't mind that, so yeah, I really need to get around to finishing this at some point. And the last two kind of games, well, which have been occupying me for the past couple of months. Firstly, I have the Animal Crossing box here, but I wanted to talk about the DLC, and obviously we had the big update. Now, sadly, since another game came out, I haven't played it anymore, but trust me, I will be going back. Yes, so the DLC now. When this first got announced, like, people were not divided, but I saw a lot of people saying or complaining about why it was paid for and it shouldn't be that much and it was too expensive. But personally, I didn't have any problem with it. If you've been an Animal Crossing fan for a long time, you'll know about the game Happy Home Designer on the 3DS, which was like a full game in itself, like on its own, and that was like £30 to £40 when it came out, and I loved that. Like, I was thrilled. I couldn't believe it when they announced the DLC because I didn't think that was going to happen whatsoever. So like £20 for what we get in it, I think that's a steal. I think it's totally worth it, because if they had made that a game on its own, it would have cost like £40, like $50. And trust me, there would have been complaints there. Like, so as like a DLC, I think that was, I don't see a problem with the pricing whatsoever. Like, if that's what you like, for me, designing like shit is my thing, so I'm not gonna get bored of it anytime soon, trust me. Like, I didn't even like touch a lot of the like extra DLC stuff in the main game because I just couldn't stop playing the like the happy, I keep forgetting what they called it for some reason. My brain goes to Happy Home Designer, but it's not. But yeah, and I couldn't stop playing that, and I love like just the freedom of designing homes and things like that. I love like obviously scanning in the amiibo cards and being able to make the houses of my favourite islanders and stuff like that. And yeah, I think it's great. It's a lot of fun. It's a really nice extra addition to New Horizons, and we definitely needed it. Like, trust me, my god, like they pretty much saved it with the like free and the paid DLC. Oh, well, my friend's doing that. It's a bit of a shame that I've heard that that is the only one they're going to do. I think that they could maybe do like another one, but yeah, I suppose, I mean, I don't know what their plans are. I don't know what Nintendo they're working on, so we can only hope that they're working on the next AC game, fingers crossed. But I'm personally very happy with the DLC, the painted DLC, and yeah, I'm going to be having a lot of fun with that in the coming months. And last but not least, we have the one and only Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Yeah, I got Diamond, Steven got Pearl, and yeah, we have been playing these non-stop since they came out about 2 weeks ago now. Yeah, gosh, time really flies. Yeah, like, we all know this is the game I've been waiting for all year, and I have thoughts, feelings, but I kind of want to save it for a separate video. If you're wanting me to do like a review, then please let me know in the comments down below, because I think I will. Just an overview, like, yes, I am enjoying it, yes, I do really like it. There are things I wish were put in, could have been changed, this and that, but for the most part we are both really enjoying it. The underground has been like a major fixture point of us with it, but no, I think it's great and I'm really enjoying it. I'm just glad to have my favourite like video game of all time finally on like the most recent console. And yeah, and also, when the heck are they gonna release or make Wonder Trade actually go live? Because for some reason that's not live yet and I don't quite understand what's going on there, so I hope they make some kind of an announcement soon. But that is it for all the like Switch games I have purchased this year. There have been some other games that I've had my eyes on, but like I'm trying not to just accumulate games that I'm not going to play for months on end. So I have like a little list in my head of other games that I might buy next year when there's more of a games drought, as that kind of happens at certain points during the year. There is one other game I'm hoping to get for Christmas, and that is Danganronpa Decadence for Switch. And yeah, I've played them all before. I haven't actually completed V3, so I know what it entails, but like I'm very excited to have them on Switch and to try out the summer camp S game as well. So yeah, hopefully Santa is going to bring that for me. And then yeah, it's been a pretty good year for games, if I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm quite happy with a lot of the games, the Switch games that have come out this year. We've got Legends of Arceus comes out on my birthday. Like, that's the sickest birthday present ever. Like, I'm so excited for that. Like, Sinnoh fans are actually winning. Like, the fact that we get not only like Gen 4 remakes and another whole like new Gen 4 like open world game, like, oh, I don't know if it's technically open world, I'd probably upset someone by saying that, but we get another whole Sinnoh game in like just over a month, so I'm very excited for that. So yeah, there's not long to go. I mean, we don't really know what else is coming out much in the world of Nintendo past, I think January, February time. So hopefully in the new year we're going to get a direct. I mean, I don't know if we're going to get any new Pokemon games. I don't know. I mean, considering how they work, I'm trying to work out if Gen 9 is meant to be happening like next year or the year after. I mean, we don't know. I mean, COVID has obviously delayed a lot of stuff, so if we don't get like a new gen next year, I'm not gonna be mad. Give us some platinum content DLC for Domino. But yeah, no, I'm happy with what has come out this year, and I have lots of games to keep me occupied for the coming months. Yeah, let me know in the comments as well what you have buyed and played this year, what your favourite games of 2021 have been. I would love to know. Other than that, if I don't make another video before the end of the year, or at least before Christmas, then I wish you all a very happy and safe Christmas period. I hope you all have a lovely time and get to see your families and stay safe. And yeah, thank you all for the support this year. I know I've been pretty absent obviously for a big chunk of the year, but I've tried my best to get back into making content, and yeah, I definitely want to get back into making more content more often, so hopefully I will be able to do that more in the new year. But yeah, thank you for sticking by me. I appreciate it so much, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.